Richard, thanks for being here.
Hi Will, it's an absolute pleasure.
So in this series, we've been learning about the wider capital markets reform agenda and the work we, the London Stock Exchange, have been doing. But if we shift our focus now onto equity capital markets, what do you see the rise of retail trading and investing when it comes to that space?
I think when we're thinking about the equities trading landscape, we obviously focus a lot on having strong capital markets. We want capital markets that grow. And the reason for that is so that we're serving all of our investors, the companies that list on them, and growing and thinking about that at all times. So I think that's how we think about it. What we really need to really grow is a diverse set of participants. And from a retail perspective, we actually don't think we see enough retail trading participation in the UK versus other geographies.
How do you think we kind of change that narrative?
I guess there's lots of different elements. I think education is the absolute key, right?
Yeah.
So financial literacy, how are we thinking about retail investing and trading and growing our markets? I think that's a big part of it. We also think showcasing our positive stories.
Yeah.
So actually, if you look at the FTSE 100, almost 25% of the stocks are up more than 20% year to date. So let's talk up those positive stories more and more. I think the third thing, and this is really what's in our gift and what we focus on, is actually how do we incentivize, how do we remove barriers? So actually, let's sit there and say, hang on a second, what can we do? Can we incentivize retail trading on our exchange? Can we reduce our tariffs? Can we reduce those barriers? The more we can do that, the better. And as a result, what we have done within our team is we've got the retail order book trading scheme, and what we've done is we've waived our trading fees so that retail brokers and intermediaries can trade with no fees on the London Stock Exchange.
So we're really levelling the playing field when it comes to retail trading and investing.
Absolutely right,
And
yeah.
If we think about all the things you've mentioned above, how do we see those changes improving the landscape for retail trading and investing?
Yeah, I think it's growth again, and I've used the word a couple of times probably already, but I think it's absolutely key. What's noticeable to me, I spend a lot of time in client meetings, and whether we're talking to the buy side, the sell side, the whole industry at large, everybody is talking about retail and how they can access it and how they can improve that landscape.
Very similar to what we've been talking about across this series. So if we factor in all those clients, what do you think the London Stock Exchange can do to be able to tell that story and, champion the retail trader and investor?
Yeah, I think again, it's removing those barriers and just trying to incentivize people where we can. I think it's a very powerful story. What we're doing at the London Stock Exchange is whereby we are waiving our trading fees for retail brokers and intermediaries is an incredibly positive story that I think everybody should support. And I think don't forget about Turquoise, our European multilateral trading facility. We've got their Retail Max, and what that does is that's an auction mechanism. And again, we've waived trading fees for that. So again, what we're doing everything in our power to encourage more retail investing.
Well, look, brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us. It sounds like there's a great deal happening across the landscape when it comes to retail trading and investing.
Yeah.
But if I could ask you perhaps to close off with maybe what's got you most excited about the future of this sector?
I would say that I love being at the heart of change. And I think that's what we're great at here at the London Stock Exchange. I think if I step back and think about why I joined this company, it was, I guess, for a few different reasons. One was to work with you more. You're very, absolutely hugely exciting. I think about the two other points would be to work for the London Stock Exchange and to think about how we can genuinely impact and influence capital markets, and that growth and that strengthening is incredibly exciting. And then when I think about LSEG overall and all of our different divisions and how we can work together, that is incredibly exciting, and that's one of the things that drew me in. And as a result of this that we've been going through with the retail order book trading scheme and working across division, what we've been able to do is not just waive those trading fees that we discussed earlier, but we've also got to a point now where we're able to waive market data fees for retail brokers and intermediaries. Again, removing all of those barriers and just hopefully improving the ecosystem.
So it's clear there's a lot happening, right?
Absolutely. This is just the beginning, Will.